clothes on the line about half an hour ago. I've just checked up on it because it's so hot. It's almost dry. The heat today is crazy here. Whew. So yes, the 34 is now home. Yes, automatic, but glad it's a GT-T, because as some of you already know, I had a white 34 coupe, which had a sunroof. This one doesn't. As my daily alongside the Evo. So one day I'd be in the Evo, next day in the 34. Sold the white one, and now we have a black GT-T. We got it at a pretty good price. Came with a list of things that needs to be done now. So picked the car up from the depot and took it straight to Tim at GT Auto Garage. The team there, Sean and everyone, checked on the car. Tim pretty much turned around and said, why did you buy this? Why didn't you just keep the white one? But I was like, it's not a turbo. So the GT-T obviously has limited slip diff, the bigger brakes, the turbo motor, and it sounds really nice when it's actually spooling. So boosting, it does fine. It's had a minor service. Tim's done the oil and all that sort of stuff at GT Auto Garage. But the list, the whole rear end essentially, when it comes to bushes, arms and all that sort of stuff, is needing to be replaced. We'll do a high cast lockout kit that's there, which is common anyways. It's not like it was expected. The previous owner or whoever has been doing skids in the car. The tires are pretty, yep. The bushes all around the car is worn out, so lucky I've got a Super Pro bush kit that I bought for the white one, which never got around to doing. But with this, I think we may end up doing a hard race suspension kit with the caster arms and all that sort of stuff. There's a dent in the sump. It's not terrible, but that's an easy replacement part. Driver's side and rear windscreen jet not working. Might be clogged, might be needing to be replaced. We could do that easy. There's connectors, like cables in the engine bay. The plastic connectors on them are broken. Could be because it's, you know, a black car, been out in the sun for a long time. It's just deteriorated over the years, or it's just been taken out and handled incorrectly, but we can sort that out. Missing exhaust hanger and hitting body, which isn't a biggie, but oh my god, you should see the the catalytic converter in this car. It looks like someone's welded this system at home. It's horrible. Yeah, so the whole exhaust, so turbo back needs to be redone with all brand new equipment. Should we Tomei that as well? Let us know in the comment. A Tomei 34 GT-T. What could go wrong? We'll be getting a new cold air intake. There's a weird constant beep in reverse. It's not one of those, like, you know, beep, beep. It's just beep. Heater core not connected. That's a big job, to be honest. Older cars like this, Silvias and whatnot, they also start to leak, and that's why they get disconnected most of the time. And then the one that needs to be looked at ASAP is also oil leak from the rocker cover, which we'll sort out. The other thing I need to look at is the timing belt and the water pump, and probably replace all the belts in the car. Oh man. So as you can tell, it's still a fair way away mechanically. Oh, and the shocks. The shocks are all Bilstein, but they're all very old and leaky. So we're going to go coilovers. Yeah, so there's a fair bit of things that need doing to this particular car before, you know, it's a dailyable and whatnot. The other thing, I'll show you now. So the other thing that I hate but new, you know, before buying a car. It's not that we can't fix it, it's just the time, money and all that sort of stuff that it looks horrible. Yes, it's a black car with a silver bonnet. So we may either just clean it up and get it wrapped for the time being until we decide what front bar and bonnet and all that sort of stuff we do aesthetically. Do you think, like pretty much 80% of the GT and the GT-Ts out in the wild, should we do some sort of a GTR front end conversion? Or should we do an Altia conversion? Or just leave it the way it is, get some GT style lips and lower it? What do you reckon we should do? Personally, I would love a Z-Tune look, but nothing's set in concrete at the moment, so we're still, you know, I'm umming and ahhing as to which way we're going to go in that respect. Can you please let me know in the comments, give me your thoughts? And I never thought I'd own a black car, but even if we give it to the paint shop and have it all stripped and fixed, because the paint on it is horrible, I'll show you what I mean. It's good from far from good, right? So, look at that. Yeah. Hi. But, to be fair, we paid under 30 for this, Australian dollars. 30,000, a little under that. So, with the direction 34s are headed and becoming fully legal in the States next year and all the rest of it, I think we did okay financially. I'll show you under the engine bay now. But please let me know in the comments if or what front end conversion you think we should do on this. Thank you. Alright. Under the bonnet is very basic. Not much done at all, if anything. But see how filthy the cold air intake is. I'm gonna get a new strut bar. But obviously it's important to make sure mechanically the car is healthy and fine before we start going and doing cosmetic things. It's done 222,000 roughly at the moment. Yeah. It's a long way away from, you know, dropping any cars behind or even keeping up with the Evo, to be fair. But we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. As far as I can tell, the GT-T is here to stay, but things can change very quickly.